Hi you guys, it's Ruby. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing all of my April stories in my 2025 yearbook. So I'm starting on the top left card, which would normally be my big April title card, but at the time I didn't realize this was April. I thought this was still March, but I eventually realized it, and I will put April in little letter stickers on the top of that Carlsbad 5K sticker. But a big portion of this spread is talking about the race I do every year. It's a 5K. That's the farthest distance I run, but it's a very flat course, so it's super fun. So I have my sticker, I do some journaling. To the right of that is one of the photographer photos from the race, and then the bottom left I have a couple more of those, as well as a single photo that Steven took of me. And then right there I'm working on a little news report. There was a huge earthquake this month, and we totally felt it. It was pretty crazy. And then the far left is all the steps I took at one of the meets that we had in April, and it was really, really crazy. And then I'm also documenting, this one is my wordle for the day, and the word was Hazel, which is my dog. And I'm honestly mad because a lot of times I start with the word Hazel, but I didn't this time, and I could have gotten it on the first guess, but it's still okay. I also included on the bottom right my bib from the 5K, which I thought was fun to add in. And then the only other one on the far right is just a message from one of the managers at my job talking about a possible promotion, which is really cool. And I use this little ephemera that says trust the timing of your life, because I did, not really recently, but I did switch companies because there was kind of no upward momentum or upward abilities to be promoted. So I switched companies, and this is just kind of a good sign that I made the right choice, which is not always easy to do. So I'm pretty happy about that. But that is pretty much it for this first spread, and then I only have one more spread, I'm pretty sure, in April. So it's a pretty quick month, which is nice about the way I'm documenting. My yearbook this year is not requiring myself to do weekly spreads, rather just doing whatever stories I want to tell in April. So this is a two-page spread month, but then there might be way more in May. But yeah, so April this is mostly all about track. The top left card is going to be all about Arcadia Invitational, which is a huge invite. It's a nationally ranked invitational at the high school level it's in California, but it's people from all across the country and even other countries come here for this meet. So it's very competitive. And if I didn't already mention it, I coach track at the high school level. I ran track in college. I coach track at the high school level. So a few of our kids qualify for Arcadia. I'm not even working on this card right now, but I'm going to tell you about it. So I have stickers that I got from the meet, as well as my little coach's wristband. And then there's a photo of me and my hurdler that qualified this year. But we did have kids from other event groups as well, but that was just my specific athlete. And then the top right and the bottom right is about going to the zoo. It's really the Wild Animal Park, which is a really cool place to go in our area. And the little girls I babysit, I asked if I could take one of them to the Wild Animal Park, because I have a zoo pass and I wanted to go, and I had no one else to go with, and I love her. So we went. Her name is Juliet. She's adorable. So the photo of her on the left, the top right card, but the left side is of her in the tram. We went to a little tram ride, and you can see all the African savanna animals all together. And then we also got to see a baby giraffe, and they were like, oh yeah, this really brand new baby. It was born just a couple of hours ago. So that was super crazy to see the baby. And then I also had this cute photo strip, and they gave us 2 or 3. So I sent her home with one, but I also had an extra, and then I had another one. So I was I definitely want to put it in my album. So I ended up just slicing it in half and putting it between 2 pockets, and I think that worked out pretty cute. And it is the rhino one because I let her pick the animal. I would probably have not picked the rhino background, but that's okay. So yeah, here I am now sticking down all that Arcadia invite stuff. And then I also worked really briefly on a picture beside the photo strip, and that is of me and another one of my athletes who actually ended up breaking my school record. So I held the school record in the 300 hurdles, which was my main event in high school, because I do coach at the high school I went to, and I held that record from 2012 until 2025, or maybe it was 2013. I think it was 2012. So pretty crazy, but it was really cool that she was able to break it. She's the most talented athlete to ever go to our school, and she actually isn't really even a hurdler. She just started to do the hurdles for fun, and she's so good. So she's going to be a pole vaulter at UCLA next year. So a very talented athlete to take the record, and at least I got to coach the record. So, you know, a little bittersweet, but pretty cool overall. And I do end up having a lot of pictures. I was thinking about doing an insert, but I didn't have enough for a full insert. So I was like, I'm just going to use a little photo flip to do this whole zoo shindig, because I also had this cute photo of us together that I took on self-timer. And then I also have my wristband from the safari park. Or was it a wristband? Oh yeah, we went on a little carousel, so they gave us a wristband for that. And it had the date and stuff, so I was like, I'll use that. So definitely an ephemera heavy little spread here. And the last one was too, with my stickers and my bib. I kind of like that. I think it's fun. And then the only other 2 photos are on the far left side. So the picture of my nails, one of my other hurdlers, so I'm talking about 3 different hurdlers, she does nails at home, and so she wanted to do my nails, which was super fun. So I took a photo of that, and then below that bottom left photo is just a grid of photos from Frosh Soft, which is our freshman sophomore championship meet that we host at our school. And it's a huge meet, and it's also, I think, my favorite meet every year, because it's all about the freshmen and sophomores, and it's really competitive, so it's hard to get into, but it's a time where our juniors and seniors are required to like work the meet as volunteers, and they get the chance to like really watch their like younger teammates, and it's really cool to see like the kids really like do really well and like pop off. They're kind of just getting into their stride, and it's really fun. So I have a photo of myself with all of my different athletes that competed that day, and the first photo is actually a picture of the podium that one of our coach's daughters is standing on. She's so cute and little, but I built that podium last year for a different meet, and I was super excited to use it. So yeah, I loved that. And I just stuck little letter stickers down that spell out Frosh Soft, and I put some stars down. And then this far right card, I just made it a filler card, honestly. I didn't have more journaling to do because I did most of my journaling on that white card beside the nails. So it kind of just worked out to fill this up with just like stickers and a little bit of journaling and fun stuff. And I did find this sticker sheet eventually. I don't think I do this in this page, but I found this sticker sheet from Studio Calico. Oh no, I did use it in this page. You see that little star flower white sticker? It says April on it, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize there were stickers with months. So I went back and stuck these April stickers down on a couple spreads, and then I went and found like a May one and a March one, and like I made sure to use those because I'm like, when else am I going to use it if not on my yearbook album where we're talking about stories of each month. So yeah, I'm just doing a little blurb there about my nails because I did want to incorporate that, and I guess I ran out of space on the other card talking about that. And that is really pretty much it. I don't know what else I do here, but I really love the way this spread turned out. I like the color scheme I kind of went with here. It's different than I normally do. I feel like I do more like cool tone colors, but green is my favorite color. So I really just took inspiration from the Arcadia sticker, and the Arcadia colors change every year, but this year it was very yellow and green. I kind of feel like they did some collab with Oregon, University of Oregon, but that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.